Can I be honest with you? I am bad news. I'm not your friend. I'm not going to help you. I'm going to break you. Any questions?
Tell me about crawling inside the head of this guy and making him both likable and
Yeah,
terrifying.
yeah. Well, I mean, you don't, the first, as an actor, you never judge, your character.
Sure, of course.
I mean, and the thing that I love when I read the script, and talked to Catherine is that they stuck to the facts as much as we know them. And, in the books that are coming out now, no, it's all there. A lot of that stuff is there. To play Dan, I played cops. I read therapy books to understanding, in terms of creating a relationship. You get to follow a guy like Dan, who you don't get to meet ordinarily. He's out there, he's covert, he's a guy that's, living in these strange places, doing some strange things, and you get to come in and see his world. These events are facts, we did them, we represented them as best we could, and I'm proud of that fact.
Tell me about the evolution of Maya, especially over the 10 years of this story.
Yeah, well, it's based on a real woman in the CIA who's working as a targeter. The wonderful Mark Bull started as an investigative journalist, and he stumbled upon this story and wrote a brilliant screenplay. And what I was so moved by her is we see her journey over close to a decade. And what he does in his script, we see her in a way become a servant to her work. She loses herself. If you take a still from the very first scene with Maya and then the very last scene with Maya, it's like two different women. And we had to be very detailed and subtle with that arc of her and the loss of herself.
My character's relationship with Jessica Chastain's character, Maya, part of the way that Mark shows the passage of time is how you keep checking in with these two women and seeing how our relationship changes over the years.
I don't think there are many pieces of entertainment, if you call this entertainment, that the whole country is emotionally involved in this. They know this entire story. What book has ever been read by every person in the world and then a film put on the screen about it? And this is one of those moments where you have got the novel of planet Earth, the last 10 years, and you've created a film, and I think that's where she and Mark do an amazing job of taking the story and presenting it in a way that we all say, that's how it happened. And there's so many things that are created emotionally and that go along with this whole project.
The film takes you from the very first moment, gives you that feeling and takes you on the whole journey of the greatest manhunt, as it says, the greatest manhunt in history. But it puts you in there with the people that we don't know who did it, who can't put their hand up and say, hey, I'm the one that, and the journey itself is extraordinary. And it's exciting, and it's, and it's also gripping and tough and visceral and sweaty and, and dangerous.
You will never find him. He is one of the disappeared ones.